Welcome to Video Store Phantoms, your look back at some nostalgic nightmares from the 90s and 2000s. This week we rented Goosebumps, The Haunted Mask from 1995.
From the pages of Goosebumps, R.L. Stein's best-selling books for kids, comes The Haunted Mask, the very first Goosebumps video ever. It's gonna be great. It's a creepy, funny, and touching story of a young girl who learned it's better to be herself than to try and be something she's not.
What's happened to you? It's not me, Sabrina. It's Mask. Oh, man.
Buy The Haunted Mask for your kids. It's the first in a series of Goosebumps videos.
Okay.
On sale now from Fox Video.
Cool, huh?
Okay, so welcome to our show. As you could probably see if you're watching the video version, we have a video version.
Yay!
Yay!
Video.
Woohoo.
We're
Video.
moving.
I mean, obviously it's not live. I don't have to explain
Yes.
that, right?
No!
I'm not really a cat.
I love that video.
I saw that the other night.
Like,
I mean, obviously. Judge, I'm not really a cat.
Okay.
So new VTuber model debut. I've been working on this for weeks.
Yay!
And then I started over. And I finished it. So there's that.
Yay! It looks good. You made all of this, everything the light touches, and Hinge has made it.
And the new background. The background is something that I've been making for the last few months.
Yeah. It's an actual background. It's an actual background. I don't know how to explain it. It's real. It's a real
It's real.
thing.
Yeah.
It's real. It's
It's
like a diorama. Is that
Well,
the right
I try
word?
to do it as a miniature.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, it is a miniature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because our show is Video Store Phantoms. It's brought to you live from a real video store inside of a crypt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
because
got
that's where video
snacks here.
stores are. Yeah, there's little snacks there.
Little snacks. Yes.
And maybe a bunny.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe a bunny, yes.
Mm-hmm.
If you love.
I forgot to say, I am Hinge, and with me is Ambi
Hi.
and Mel.
Hello.
If you are only listening to our show versus watching the new video feature we have, as we said several times, we were working on some actual content to post on our YouTube channel. And if you look, we now have our VTube models up.
Yay.
Woohoo.
Woo!
Woo. We're free. We can move.
I mean,
you guys can
I
move. I can vaguely.
You can move.
I don't have much of a neck.
Ice
you can
creams
still
don't
move your
have
head.
necks.
Yeah. Look, I have hair. It moves a little bit.
Wiggly hair.
It's chocolate. You're Neapolitan.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. As we talked about in the last few episodes, we do have a new segment for our show. Obviously, we're covering The Haunted Mask from 1995, so naturally, we have some ads from the time period. We have 2 ads this time because they're shorter and they're for the same item. So
Yeah.
let's roll them ads.
Okay.
Can you identify who it was that frightened you, ma'am?
I'll try.
This Halloween, terrifying creatures are on the loose at Taco Bell.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, lady.
Wanted
God.
Goosebumps at Taco Bell. Slappy's Candy Keeper, Cuddles the horrible hamster, Rapid
I would be
Mummy,
like, what's
and
wrong with you? They're
Skullmobile.
toys.
I
Goosebumps
cannot believe there
collectibles
isn't a
only
haunted
at Taco
mask.
Bell.
No
Okay.
haunted
Oh,
mask.
a haunted mask. Okay. Okay.
All right, we'll play the next ad, but I also want to talk about these ads. So go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, here's the next one.
Taco Bell presents Nacho and Dog.
Nacho, is your costume on yet?
Okay, I'm ready.
Finally.
Ta-da!
Ooh, what are you supposed to be?
I'm a bean burrito!
Now, when you buy a Taco Bell kids
know
meal, you
these
can get a
characters.
Goosebumps toy. Get the Rapid Mummy, the
No.
Skullmobile, or more. But beware, you're in for a scare. You can collect all 4 Goosebumps toys at Taco Bell.
Oh, how cute! A bean burrito. And what are you?
Taco Bell.
What?
Fetch that
She's clearly a
food,
pirate.
Mom.
What the heck?
You guys never heard of Nacho and Dog?
The
I
dog
guess
looks
not.
kind of familiar, but I think it's only because he reminds me of the dog from Cat Dog.
Nacho and Dog were the Taco Bell mascots back when they were trying to compete with uh, Burger King Kids Club.
Oh, yeah,
Huh.
they don't really ring a bell. Honestly, that whole ad campaign doesn't ring a bell. I didn't realize Taco Bell had Goosebump related toys.
Oh
Goosebump
man, I had
related.
all of them.
Goosebumps
That's so
related.
cool. I didn't have any Goosebump toys.
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't know that they had
Lucky.
I had
toys like that.
Yeah, actually, I the reason I picked the ads, obviously, they have to do with the Goosebumps stuff. We
Yeah.
should really talk about Goosebumps and what Goosebumps is, as far as that's what set our entire generation onto horror.
Yeah, totally.
I
Well,
would.
I
Are You
guess
Afraid
it
of the Dark came out
depends.
first?
Are You Afraid of the Dark came out before we were little kids.
I don't think I
but
existed.
as far as like time wise, it did kind of.
That's
come out
true.
first.
I mean,
Yeah.
there are a lot of episodes of Goosebumps that are straight ripoffs of Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah. And then Are You Afraid of
Like,
the Dark took some of its stuff from the Twilight Zone too. Like that
Are You
camera
Afraid of the
thing.
Dark? Are You Afraid of the Dark took from everything. I could go into a rant, but like, there's a bunch of episodes of Are You Afraid of the Dark that are straight rips from old movies. Like, the Nightly Neighbors episode is basically Fright Night, where the kid thinks his neighbor's a vampire. Or like, you know what I mean? Like, I could do that for a bunch of those episodes. But the thing that comes to mind for me with Goosebumps is the haunted camera episode. The Tale of the Curious Camera and Are You Afraid of the Dark
Yeah.
with Say Cheese and Die for Goosebumps.
Yeah, they're basically the same thing.
What's crazy is the creepy homeless guy who gives him the camera is the same actor in both.
Really?
It's funny.
So the photographer that gives Finch from American Pie the camera in Are You Afraid of the Dark
Yeah.
that has like the gremlin in it that F's people up is the same
Yeah.
crazy homeless guy who gives Ryan Gosling the camera in Say Cheese and Die. It's the same actor.
That's really funny.
Oh. Huh. Cool.
So it's the same dude.
They even share
I
a
like
lot
to
of the
think it's
same
the same dude.
cast too.
I mean, they were filmed in Canada and
Yeah.
in the
All those little
90s.
kids.
Yeah, all those kids were represented by the same agents, so I could see them just pulling from the same sources.
Yeah, because Ryan
But
Gosling was also in an episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark, and so is Catherine Long, the actress who plays Carly Beth. She was in an episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark. So there's a lot
what
of
episode?
Yeah.
The Tale of the Walking Shadow. It's in one of the later seasons. It's about a Shakespeare play.
Oh wow.
Oh, cool.
I know the Ryan Gosling one is the one where he's there with Gilbert Gottfried.
Yeah.
Really?
The,
Wait, Gilbert
the
Gottfried's
phone.
in it?
No, not the phone thing. It's a radio
Yeah,
station one.
Yeah, radio station. Yeah, Gilbert Gottfried
Yeah.
is in the episode. The episode is about a kid who he ends up to a place where the dead are brought into to be judged into heaven or hell, and they think he's dead because he swapped places with a corpse.
Yeah, I think it's like the tale of
It's like
Station 10
Station
something. Yeah.
something. But Ryan Gosling plays the a-hole brother who doesn't believe the kid is a ghost, basically. Yeah. But Gilbert Gottfried's in it, so yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
He plays the death guy who doesn't believe that the main kid is alive.
Yeah, they tried to like reboot Goosebumps and Are You Afraid of the Dark, and like it's they were fine. They were fine reboots, but they weren't anthologies, which is what I wanted.
They are, but they're the worst kind of anthology.
Like single season anthologies.
I hate that crap. It's like American Horror Story, the old one, not the new one.
The old American Horror Story, like the Murder House.
Because
one?
apparently
There's an old one?
Well, the American Horror Story ended. They completely finished it, and then they came out with a newer one that was an anthology, apparently. I haven't seen it yet, but I heard that each episode is a single story, like old Twilight Zone. But the original American Horror Story...
Yeah.
Stories
That's called.
versus American Horror Story.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Apparently, I mean, I could talk about Are You Afraid of the Dark for days, but DJ McQuail, the writer and creator of Are You Afraid of the Dark, his favorite episode of the series is Cutler's Treasure and Silver Sight.
Those are both multi-part series.
Exactly. So
Huh.
when they gave him the chance to bring back Are You Afraid of the Dark, he wanted to do it like American Horror Story. So you can't really argue with the creator. But the problem
Yeah.
is,
I mean, I did really like American Horror Story when it was at its peak. It sucked. Like
yeah,
the later season sucked.
yeah.
I've heard.
But
Yeah.
the
But okay.
problem is, it was a
Interesting.
success, technically. The Are You Afraid of the Dark reboot was a success. It got 2
I
seasons and a third
I
one on the way.
I did enjoy them a lot for something that wasn't exactly what I wanted. I did enjoy those reboots.
Apparently, Sardo is in the second one. I haven't seen it yet.
It was such a lovely surprise seeing him.
I haven't
But
seen it
yeah.
yet. But
Okay.
because of the success
No
of
spoilers.
that, they brought back Goosebumps as an anthology American Horror Story style. So it's a long season Goosebumps episode, which it's kind of
Is
whack because they kind of just mix up a bunch of shit from the books into a long season,
is
a short
that the
season.
one with Justin Long in it? I never watched that.
Yeah, it combined
Yeah.
like 4 or 5 Goosebumps books into one long story.
Oh,
That's
okay.
cool. That sounds like a
Did
really
you
good
watch?
idea.
Did you watch
I
it?
I haven't seen it, but I
Mhm.
know the new one is with what the hell's his name? I don't want to call him by his character's name. Fucking Ross from Friends. David Schwimmer. The new one
There you
is
go.
David Schwimmer.
Everyone
Okay.
knows Ross
the
from
new one
Friends,
is
though.
Yeah,
I know.
that's fine. Yeah, I think it's fine.
But the
Mhm.
new one has David Schwimmer and he plays the dad who's trying to keep his kids out of the basement.
Yeah.
Oh,
I haven't seen either season yet, but
yeah, I haven't either.
I don't know. I would prefer to be short stories, but at the same time it's exactly like the Goosebumps movie. Did you watch the Goosebumps movie with Jack Black?
No, no. Yeah.
Oh,
It's the same
I
thing.
good.
I barely remember it.
I liked it. I really
It was so
liked
long
it, but
ago.
it did that annoying it did the same thing where it's like all of the plots from the various Goosebumps books happening all at once.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. It felt kind of
Okay.
anticlimactic.
It annoyed me because at the time all of these children's horror movies were coming out and I was kind of hyped because I love children's horror movies, but all of them had the
Mhm.
same plot. It was always about a kid discovering some sort of horror story or book or author and then all of the stories coming to life and attacking people Jumanji style. That was the plot of Goosebumps. That was the plot of Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, and that was the
Yeah.
plot of the Are You Afraid of the Dark reboot series where the stories are coming to life.
Jumanji.
Oh, anyway, about the ads, right? These Taco Bell ads, I totally remember them because I collected every single one. But the thing that bothered me, and I think it messed up the brand, they only refer to Slappy by name.
What's
What are
Slappy's
they?
name?
Slappy, he's the
Oh.
dummy.
Yeah. You
Oh,
mean
I thought
like
you meant a
as
different
opposed to
name.
the other ones having names?
Yeah, because do you know who the mascot for Goosebumps was?
I always think of Slappy.
Everyone thinks of Slappy because they kept saying Slappy's name and they put Slappy on all the merchandise. But the Goosebumps mascot was Curly the Skeleton, the one with the purple mohawk and sunglasses. He was on every single book cover.
Huh.
And when they came out with these toys for the TV show, they didn't use Curly.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I
In
gotta
this,
be like super honest. I don't know what you're talking about. You said Curly?
his name is
Curly?
Curly. He's the skeleton with the red handkerchief or the red neckerchief.
Mohawk?
He's got
Does he have
sunglasses and a
mohawk?
purple Yeah, he's got a purple mohawk.
Yeah.
Anyway, he was the mascot for Goosebumps because if you remember correctly, Slappy isn't even in the first Night of the Living Dummy book. He's not the antagonist. He's at the very end.
Okay.
That's why when they did the episode, they came out with Night of the Living Dummy 2 as an episode, but they never adapted the first book
Really? Is there any
because they wanted
specific
Slappy
reason?
to be the focus. They wanted Slappy to be the main focus because they wanted to use Slappy as the mascot.
Do they like Slappy a lot, I guess?
Slappy's pretty
suppose
popular as far as Goosebumps characters go.
he
TV show,
is.
anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Next to
But
the
the
Haunted
weird
Mask,
thing
in my
is,
opinion.
they redesigned Slappy to match the main character of Night of the Living Dummy 1, which was a red-headed dummy doll, versus the brunette on the book covers. And I could totally nerd out, but the thing that I was trying to point out with this ad was they called the curly skull in this the Skullmobile, rather than calling him by name.
Skullmobile. I like the name of that. It
Yeah.
sounds really fun.
Like, they made him a car? They don't even refer to the character by name?
Did that Talk About campaign happen before or after the TV show aired?
It was
When did it
before.
happen?
Or no, it was after. It was after.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It
Okay.
was in promotion with the TV show because the show started in like 95 and
Yeah.
it took about a year for it to get crazy popular.
Ah.
When I was 6 years old, I was Slappy for Halloween.
What?
I remember that because
Was it good?
Did you wear a red wig?
no, I did the book because I had the episode. I don't think it was out yet.
So what does he look like in the
Oh.
book?
Like
I
kind of a side swipe hair, like gelled hair, or not gelled. It was like a pomade,
Gelled.
and that he looked like not Howdy Doody. He looked like I'm totally drawing a blank on his name. The other famous dummy whose name I can't remember.
I don't think I know famous dummies.
Oh, never mind. It's a niche market. But basically, he looked like he just had his hair combed to the side, and he just was like a brunette dummy. And then I drew on the little slits around my cheek, and then I put on the dots, and then I wore an
Mhm.
old tuxedo that I had.
Cool. I want to see pictures. This sounds like a good
Oh, there's no
costume.
pictures.
No.
I don't have any pictures of myself from. Actually, I don't have any pictures of myself that you haven't taken.
No.
I'm sure if I looked
When
through like old photos, I could maybe find pictures of you, but not many.
every picture I have of myself is something that someone else has taken and saved. Because
Hmm.
when my parents passed away, I didn't realize that all of our photo albums were in their storage.
Uh-huh.
And my siblings went to get their photo albums from storage. And I'm pretty sure my mom had an album for each one of her kids.
Uh-huh.
And everyone grabbed their own album. So I don't think anyone grabbed mine.
Dang. That sucks.
But I know that my sisters have a bunch of photos of me in their albums. So I don't really mind, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm sure my sister has pictures of all three of us. By all three, I mean you, me, and AJ. But
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
We're
I'm sure.
siblings.
We're siblings.
We're together a
half-
lot.
I mean, we could start talking about the episode now, but we could also just keep talking a little bit more about Goosebumps. Do you know why Goosebumps went away? I learned this recently.
Bad ratings? What are you talking about, the books
No.
or the show?
Because parents were
books.
probably mad, maybe?
Well, parents were
Fucking
mad. I mean,
what?
dude,
Parents are mad at
I
anything.
can't even. I think that's one of the reasons why I'm so like nerdy about children's horror is because of how awesome it was growing up in the 90s. Because we had Are You Afraid of the Dark? We had Goosebumps. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark was an 80s book, but by the 90s is when it got crazy popular.
Mhm.
Yeah. Is the 90s when they introduced those illustrations?
Oh
Yeah,
man,
I mean,
always
they
have
had
those
them in the,
illustrations. They're so scary.
they always had
terrifying,
them,
dude.
but it was late
Jesus
80s.
Christ. Oh, they were
Mhm.
so good. They were
Yeah.
so scary.
Yeah,
wait,
they were
sorry,
Very
what?
well
awesome.
done.
Yeah. Why did Goosebumps end? Is it really just because parental rage?
I mean,
You know that
you
scene. I
could
don't know if
mention,
it's
but
appropriate to bring this up right now because it's so deep into the episode.
I mean, we don't have to like go in any particular order, but I
Okay.
think it is worth mentioning. You reread the book to prep
Oh
for
yeah.
this episode.
I was just like, it's gonna be
Yeah.
super quick, right? And it was. The book was like fucking like 65 pages long, and I'm
How long
including
did it
like
take to read?
like an hour and a half. 'Cause I was going pretty slow.
It's not bad.
Yeah, but yeah, like there was some stuff in the book that I was just like, oh yeah, they probably couldn't do this on TV. And there's this one
Mm-hmm.
part in the episode where Sabrina is like super harshing Carly Beth's vibes, and it's like, take off the mask, it's scaring me. And Carly Beth like shakes her by her shoulders in the episode. In the book, she actually chokes her. Like
Oh
she
my
takes
Oh
her
wow!
like
gosh.
neck into her hands and strangles her for a second. And I was like, oh, they probably couldn't do, but yeah. Same thing with Welcome
Well,
to
I
Dead
mean,
House. Like what happens in Welcome to
Yeah.
Dead House is like honestly pretty adult.
I
But I was like, oh yeah,
remember.
I remember the episode not being as good as the book though.
Yeah. I feel
Welcome to
like they
Dead House.
couldn't do
I
that on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is funny because they were competing with Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Where actual children die.
I know I was about to say that. A lot
Yeah.
of kids die
Yeah.
in Are You Afraid of the
Yeah.
Dark?
Uh,
So, okay, I don't know how we could possibly stress enough how much Goosebumps was a huge deal. They created their own rating because of Goosebumps.
The
didn't they have
GB
like
thingy.
a GB?
The GB, yeah.
May
Well,
not
I
be
mean, was
the
that a
suitable
joke?
for children under 7
the
or something like that. Or
initially
8.
the GB rated 7 was initially just a thing they were doing to kind of save their asses
Mhm.
legally. Like it wasn't an official thing, but the
Mm-hmm.
GB Goosebumps rated 7 became a real thing. They made it Y7 and they applied it to a bunch of other shows
Yeah.
other than Goosebumps eventually. Because
I think that's
Y7
like the
eventually
standard.
applied. Yeah, it's become a standard because that's also what they
Mm-hmm.
made are you Power Rangers eventually for
Mm.
violence
Mm-hmm.
and the monsters, the cool monsters and Power Rangers. But
Bumps.
actually, the reason why Goosebumps and the book series, not even the TV series, the TV
Mhm.
series got canceled because, I mean, obviously it wasn't as good as Are You Afraid of the Dark, and it was hell of expensive to make because of the effects.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
But they also caught up to the books, meaning, like every other show, if you adapt a series, you can't pass the thing you're adapting.
Mhm.
Because there's
Ah.
like, I think at the time there was like 30, 34 Goosebumps books, but they
Mhm.
caught up to them before they even had a chance to like, you know what I mean? Because the show was popular. It ran for like 3 seasons. Each season had like 24 episodes.
Mhm.
The main reason why Goosebumps went away was due to a lawsuit with Scholastic.
What?
Oh man,
What was it
Scholastic.
about?
Apparently, Scholastic was trying to sue R.L. Stein over royalties because they claimed that he had used a ghostwriter to write some of the Goosebumps books, and they didn't want to pay him fully for it.
That's what they were accusing of ghostwriting?
Yeah,
Ghostwriting?
What the fuck?
but
What is
according to
that?
R.L. Stein, huh?
Ghostwriting?
Ghostwriting is when you
Oh,
have somebody else write your book, but attach your name on it.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
A lot of celebrity biographies are ghostwritten because they've
Oh,
Yeah.
gotten
okay.
actors and they can't write for shit. But okay,
Yeah.
that was
Yes.
the accusation. He was using a
Well,
ghostwriter.
but the thing is, R.L. Stein even said the reason why it was like a countersuit lawsuit that lasted was because R.L. Stein said he never claimed to write all of them. He didn't want to write all of them. That wasn't even in his contract. He was just supposed to be like the figurehead overseeing the brand.
Mhm.
So, but according to R.L. Stein, the lawsuit was, or the part of the contract was supposed to be to prevent plagiarism of the Goosebumps books. But the
Mhm.
idea was he had always used a system to come up with springboards because he would write the book, but just premises. He would hire people to just give him premises for stories.
Mm-hmm.
And this is worth mentioning because I'm a huge Tales from the Crypt nerd, obviously, but
Yeah.
springboards are something that the Tales from the Crypt writing team used to do, where if anybody had the idea for a short story, they would write maybe a paragraph of the premise, and then they would put it on the writing board for anyone in the office to grab a note from and write their story.
That's cool.
Huh.
So it would say something like, man gets mad at messy wife kills him and organizes the pieces. That's all the springboard would say. and then anybody could just grab that notepad or grab that post-it off the wall and write that story with it.
Oh,
Mhm.
cool.
Or sometimes they would take that springboard and then they would be like, they'd put it there and then they'd put another post-it over it that has like a gimmick, like baseball themed or golfing
Baseball.
themed. And
Golf.
that's basically how the springboards would work within a writing room for something like Tales from the Crypt. R.L. Stine obviously is a huge Tales from the Crypt nerd. Obviously, based off of his writing, he writes like
Yeah.
he's writing a Tales from the Crypt story. Even his like adult and older books feel like
Mm-hmm.
he's a Tales from the Crypt writer.
I could
I
see
could
that.
totally see him using that writing method of like, give me some springboards so I don't have to just stew and try to think of plots. Just give me a paragraph to base the story off of.
Yeah. And they got sued
Mhm.
over that.
Pretty much, because according to R.L. Stine, people would give him whole drafts and he would send them back and be like, just give me the springboard. And then he would write it himself, according to R.L. Stine.
Okay. Huh.
Mm.
But Scholastic
what was
tried
the
to
result of the
say that
lawsuit? Oh, good.
Scholastic lost the rights to Goosebumps because R.L. Stine's wife even sued, saying that they damaged the property because they weren't marketing it properly anymore anyway.
Oh, man.
And this
That
was in the
sucks.
2000s, like early 2000. So eventually Scholastic was like, well, fuck it, there's not any point, because I could totally agree that Scholastic dropped the ball with Goosebumps. It was one of the number one shows in the late 90s, and they just kind of let it
Yeah.
go away. And I mean, even the book series too. I mean,
Lame.
Mhm.
I didn't know that was a
it,
reason why though. That's really psyche.
that's also why R.L. Stine hasn't been able, or has never been able to write any more Goosebumps books. That's actually why he thought of like the Haunting Hour and all those other children's horror book series,
Mhm.
is because he couldn't really use that name. They did do a few other Goosebumps now that everything's kind of settled, but he's never really been back into Goosebumps since.
So can he
Mm-hmm.
not? Sorry, did he lose the lawsuit or did he win it?
Technically, he won.
Okay, but he just has no
Yeah.
desire to continue on with the Goosebumps brand.
Pretty well, no, he can now. He had no desire for a while, and I think he has since done new Goosebumps books. But
Hmm.
Mhm.
I think what he ended up doing was I forgot what it was called, but he had some series where it took characters. Like there's a sequel to The Haunted Mask, but it's not a
Mhm.
Goosebumps book.
Yeah. Oh
Huh.
wait,
Like
like Goosebumps at Horrorland or something like that. There's like some new.
yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
imprint. Like it's not just Goosebumps. It's something something Goosebumps. Like it
Yeah.
uses like there's I think it uses the Horrorland theme, but
Mhm.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't really want to just make it a Goosebumps book.
Yeah.
Huh.
That, and there's a lot of interest in like his old properties, especially with
Fear Street.
Fear Street being
Mhm.
such a
Yeah.
success.
I loved those books, dude. Absolutely loved those books when I was a
I was
kid.
too scared to read them.
Oh, they were
I
so
only
fucking
read
good.
I think I only read like 8 or 9 of them. Like I didn't even read that many of them. I read
Mhm.
all of the Goosebumps, and I only
Mm-hmm.
read a couple of the Fear Streets.
Yeah,
I
I feel
was
like
such a
the Fear
scaredy
Street
cat.
the Fear Street books, like I feel like they aged with me because as I was getting older, I discovered them more. But I was like, dude, fuck yeah, books where the kids actually die down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
My
but like
actually
favorite
Fear
one was
scary.
Street. Uh-huh.
my favorite one was the Secret Admirer one. It
Hmm.
really is just a stalker story. Like I
Yeah,
was expecting something supernatural, but no, it was just a straight up creepy stalker.
yeah. I think with Fear Street, most, if not all, of the books are like real, where there's like an actual killer. Maybe there might have been some supernatural ones.
Well, all the other ones I
Did you
read were
ever
supernatural. Like
did
the
you ever
one
read the
about
Fear
the haunted
Street?
cheerleaders.
Did you ever read the Fear Street Seniors series at all? Probably not.
Nah.
That was the fucking shit, dude.
Mm-mm.
It was like this one standalone series, where like these kids are going to like Fear Street High or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But each book would open with like their yearbook, and it was like actual photos of like stand-in like actors.
Oh, that's
Huh.
And
cool.
every time a student died in the book, in the next book, it would open up with that same yearbook, but it would have like an RIP stamp on their picture. It was the shit.
Oh,
Huh.
Yeah.
that's pretty
Neat.
But I was,
awesome.
yeah, it's pretty fucking
Yeah.
cool. Oh man, should I revisit that? Anyway, yeah, kids were dying,
I would
dude.
love to track down the Fear Street books because I
Yeah.
I probably could skim through them hella fast now.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah. And
professional
like
reader.
they're definitely not gonna be like 60 pages, like the haunted mask was. Yeah.
They were longer, right? They were for the teenagers, right?
Yeah, yeah, like 150 to 200, those kind of pages. They were short books, but
Huh.
yeah, they were the shit. I was like,
Yeah.
actually, wait, one of the books did have a supernatural element to it.
I was gonna say
Okay,
most
yeah.
of the Fear
So
Street
maybe.
books had supernatural stuff from what I remember. They're the
Oh,
main
maybe the
series.
ones that I stuck with
Oh, because
were
the ones that I
slashery.
remember, it was like a 7-part series where like the cheerleaders were being killed by like a ghost or something. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the
Cool.
one that the actual movie is based off of. The Fear Street trilogy
Oh,
is
ugh,
an
wait, you talking about
adaptation
the
of
new
that.
one?
Yeah. No, no,
Yeah.
the one that came out a while ago, the trilogy. I'm pretty sure that's like a partial adaptation of those Fear Street books with a
Oh,
curse that
Huh.
like is killing people in modern times.
I'd have to figure it out. But the new
Okay.
one, that one
Yeah.
sucked.
Oh, it did? I haven't
It
seen it yet.
did?
I've
You
been
can
wanting to
tell that
watch
it's
it,
not
but
made, but it's definitely not made by the same people who did the first trilogy.
that sucks.
Yeah.
I was
Lame.
really looking forward to it, but it canceled my Netflix.
Yeah. I mean, you could watch it if you wanted to. Like, I didn't think it was the worst thing I've ever seen. It just compared to the trilogy, bad. It's very shallow.
Dang.
I
Yeah.
see. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
always sucks when stuff lives down your expectations like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's technically a sequel, so it's
Mhm.
the sequel that's not as good as the original. And since the first 3 were filmed back to back, that would make it a sequel.
Yeah.
Okay,
You know, that's
finally,
funny.
getting back on topic, the Haunted Mask. I remember when this came out, and this was a big deal because the way Fox promoted this, they played it on regular syndicated TV. They didn't do it during Fox Kids. They played it at night at like, was it like 7 o'clock at night? I remember.
Yeah, they built it up as like a special like TV presentation.
Yeah, they presented it like a classic TV movie versus a premiere for a kids show.
Yeah,
Huh.
we watched it. It was cool. I mean, we watched
Oh
it 2
yeah,
days ago.
when
Yeah.
we watched it for this episode, we watched a VHS recording of the original TV broadcast with all
Yeah.
of the ads and everything for it.
Yeah, super cool seeing all those old ass commercials.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of weird. Kind of weird. The car ads were annoying because
Yeah, it's
Oh,
so
yeah, so
interesting seeing car ads for cars that you know are sitting in junkyards right now.
yeah,
Like
like
they're
they were
so
like
old.
so fancy then, and looking at them
Yeah.
now, I'm like, oh no.
they were
It's
so
old as fuck.
expensive and they're like junk now. It's just
Yeah.
like what the
Yeah.
hell.
Mm-hmm.
But the Haunted Mask, I had the VHS. I remember getting the VHS for my birthday actually when it came out.
Mhm. It's never been released on DVD, I read online.
Yeah, actually, I don't
It sucks.
think
Very much before DVDs.
no, because they released all the other episodes of Goosebumps. Not all of them, but they released like maybe 5 or 6 episodes of the show. Like I have Welcome to Dead House on DVD, but they never came out with a Haunted Mask one.
Yeah, that's weird. I
Yeah,
wonder if
Hmm.
it's like a rights thing. I don't know.
I have no idea.
It'd be
I
very
know that
nice.
with like Are You Afraid of the Dark, there's a few episodes where the music cuts out and it really, really irritates me. Those are rights issues.
Yeah.
But with a Haunted Mask, okay, let's go into the. Let's finally talk about the movie. We've been talking for like an hour and we haven't talked about the movie. Goosebumps was
Yeah.
too, like, thorough. It had to be thorough. It's Goosebumps.
Yeah, Goosebumps is like a big deal, you know?
Yeah, plus this one is a Halloween episode, so I wanted it to be a little bit more girthy.
Spooky.
Oh,
Girthy?
spooky. That's the word.
What?
What?
Huh?
Thick. I wanted it to be more in depth because it is
Substantial? Oh.
Goosebumps. Substantial. I don't know why I said
Substantial.
girthy. Girthy was the wrong word. Um, girthy.
Focus!
Yes.
So I remember watching this on VHS, and arguably, this is still. Honestly, it's the best episode of the entire series.
It is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it really is. It just stands out. It's the episode I feel like most people remember.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, technically, I would count it as a TV movie rather than a. It's a TV movie to like get the show started, kind of thing. How they do
Yeah.
occasionally, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Sorry. Let's go into the actual movie. This is the longest we ever talked before a movie without actually talking about the movie, but
The movie isn't that long, so I mean, there's that.
Without
like
ads,
40.
It's 45 minutes without ads.
Yeah, it's a two-parter
yeah.
episode, technically, right? Or
It
wait,
is,
no, it's a
yeah.
movie.
Oh no,
Is it
they broke
two-parter?
it up into two. Oh,
It was broken into two parts when it was in syndication. For the
Mhm.
first
Mhm.
broadcast and for the VHS, it was edited together into one film.
yeah, all one thing.
All one thing. But if you were to watch it on TV in rerun, they added credits and an ending and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it is on Netflix anyway. Like
Yeah, it's
'cause that's where
separated into pieces.
yeah.
So, okay, let's get into the cast like we normally do. The way we
Mhm.
do our show, we introduce the cast and then we talk about the film, plot, whatever as we go through it. Obviously, this one's a little unusual since we have our new VTube model. We were just kind of ranting, but
Yeah.
cast. The cast for Goosebumps The Haunted Mask. It's only like 5 people, 6 people.
There's
right?
not
Yeah,
too many
it's
people.
yeah, it's pretty small and it's
Well,
also like made up of a lot of like unknown child actors because it's
there are
TV.
crowd shots.
I mean,
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
those are just
I
background
mean,
kids.
the most
They found on
substantial
the street.
actor in Oh yeah. The most substantial actor in this movie is Colin Fox,
Mhm.
who
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
he was in our Phantom of the Megaplex episode. He played the theater owner who the Phantom was trying to get revenge on.
Yeah. And
He is so like creepy and like he made this episode feel epic.
yeah. He's
Actually,
also in an episode
the
of
act
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
yes,
Oh,
he was in Train Magic.
cool.
Yep.
I remember because I really wanted to cover Haunted Mask because when he passed away recently, but
Yeah.
in the end I went with Phantom of the Megaplex, but
Mhm.
which we kind of dedicated to him on our social media, which we'll be posting stuff. Yes.
Mm.
But yeah, Colin Fox is in this. Again, probably know him from what you mentioned. Are You Afraid of the Dark? He was also in Phantom of the Megaplex, and he most notably is, at least for my family, he was known for Tommy Boy, where he plays the guy who berates him for not having the guarantee on the box.
Huh.
That's actually one of my favorite parts of that entire movie.
I don't think I've seen that.
Tommy Boy, where he's
Oh, wait. Yeah, sorry. I was thinking of
Farley?
something else. Yeah,
yeah, with Chris Farley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of the movie, they're like, "Look at this human bomb on the news." He goes, "Oh yeah, I buy brake pads from him. I thought we were watching cartoons," and he changes the channel. Yeah, that's Colin Fox.
Oh no.
But this also stars
Catherine Long.
Catherine Long.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I was staring at the letters in her name, and I was like, Cathalia.
Catha. That's
Cathalia.
okay. I
Long.
do that a lot too.
I mean, I know I mentioned it earlier about Colin Fox, but no, really though, she's what makes the story so good.
Oh, absolutely. For someone who's as young
Yeah.
as she was, I think at the time of filming she was only like 12, but I think she says that she had been doing theater for years before The Haunted Mask came on. So she had a lot of
Yeah.
experience, but she did a fucking great job in this episode.
I
Yeah.
genuinely
Amazing
felt like
job.
she was, because of course reading the book, that could have gone either way if the acting was bad, but because she was
Yeah.
so good, I genuinely bought that no, this little girl is losing her crap.
Yeah. Apparently she
Like,
her haunted mask voice was going to be dubbed and she had to convince production that she could do the voice herself and she did. It
yeah.
Hmm.
was very funny.
I
Yeah,
was
she's a
also
very
reading
dedicated
that
little kid.
I was reading that actually in the book it was a rubber worm, right? In the actual movie, she
It's a real
insisted they use a
worm.
real worm.
Oh yeah. In the
She went
in the
all
in the
out for the acting
book.
in that.
Yeah.
In the book, they tell her it's a rubber worm, and then they're like, "Psych, it's a real worm." They're little fucking
Oh,
dickheads in the
okay.
book, dude. Those kids suck.
I remembered that
Oh,
wrong.
you're
Yeah, I mean,
close.
you were right. Like they did tell her it was rubber, and she was like, "It is," and then they wait for her to pick it back up, and they're like, "Psych, bitch, it's real."
Oh, that's messed up.
Yeah.
we
Okay,
can get into how she's basically
I
being
wonder
bullied.
how it
It's fine.
tastes.
Slimy.
horrible. Or earthworm
Horrible.
is
You
terrible.
eating worms?
Yeah.
Yeah? I'm a boy.
Protein.
It is
Anyway,
part of being a boy. Got it.
yes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, she's
in
easily the best part of this episode.
yeah, hands down. She's really
Yeah.
really intense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really good.
But I will say in the book, I thought Carly Beth was like 9. So all of the characters feel younger in the book, and like for example Chuck and Steve being 13 14 in the movie makes their bullying feel worse somehow,
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean,
because they're
they
old
do
enough to
look. I think
know
it's
that's fucked up.
yeah. In the episode, do they specify how old they are? In the book, they definitely do, but in the episode, do they?
No,
Yeah.
it's implied in the second
Hmm.
one that they're classmates, they're all the same age, but
Yeah.
watching it
They
I
look
thought
so
there
much
were
older than
older kids
her.
picking on her.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
thought too. I guess
Yeah.
not.
I wonder if it's because she's so tiny, because even her friend Sabrina looks older than she is.
Yeah.
I think so
Yeah.
too, because I mean arguably in the second one she's taller and they all look the same age.
Oh, I haven't
Hmm.
seen I mean I've seen The Haunted Mask too, but I haven't seen it in a long time. But I imagine they look like the kids probably went through a growth spurt.
Yeah,
Probably.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Though they recast Steve or
Yeah,
Chuck.
they
I don't remember
all
which
the
one's which.
same. I think Steve is the one who stars in the second one, yeah. But I heard that they
Oh,
did
okay, yeah.
recast one of the boys. I just didn't remember who.
I imagine that it's because the boy in the second one was probably just a better actor because he did have way more to do in the second one.
Yeah, because he's basically the
Yeah.
main character.
He is the main
Like, he is
character
the
in the
main
second
character.
Yeah.
How would we go about this? So the basic premise is, did we say all the cast? The other person is the actress who
Oh,
plays Sabrina. I would say she was a main character.
yeah, her.
The only
Did you see the?
thing I know her from is Terror Tower, another Goosebumps episode.
Yeah, she's in that one. Did you notice her? So her name is Catherine Short, and I thought it
Yeah.
was funny because Catherine Long and Catherine Short.
Oh wait, I get it.
I didn't notice
I
that.
get it. I didn't notice it
Yeah.
either.
Yeah,
That's
but
funny.
everyone else in this
I didn't
episode
notice
is
that at
pretty
all.
negligible. I don't actually even know the names of the boys who plays Chuck and Steve. I don't.
I know that like one of them looks really familiar, but I don't know him from like I couldn't think of anything he's in
Yeah,
but this.
yeah.
Mhm.
Maybe they pulled some of them for Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Maybe I probably
Maybe.
do know him from a. I probably do know him from a. Oh shit! I just looked him up.
What's he in?
His name is Amos Crawley. He was in The Tale of the Ghastly Grinner.
Oh,
Oh.
I
whoa,
knew
he
he looked
is.
familiar.
Dude. Okay.
Oh,
At
cool.
that face.
Okay,
That's such a good
with
episode. All right.
for context, that is like one of my favorite episodes. That's a classic,
Yeah.
classic Are You Afraid of the Dark episode. That's the one where the clown comes out of the comic book and makes
Mhm.
people laugh to death like the Joker.
Okay.
Huh.
That
Right.
episode, Are You Afraid of the Dark? Okay, I thought he looked familiar. He plays Chuck. He's the taller one.
Mm-hmm.
That was the cast. As far as the plot is basically there's a girl being horribly harassed by her classmates. I don't
Yep.
think their excuse is that she's super easily scarable, so
That's not
they
a good
enjoy fucking
excuse
with
for
her.
him. That's mean.
That's not a
That's
good excuse.
terrible. Yeah.
It would be fine if it was just a Halloween thing, but they kind of imply they always fuck with her even when it's not Halloween.
Yeah. And in the
Mm-hmm.
in the book, it seems like it's like a weekly thing that they're doing this to her. And I was like, okay, that's just bullying. That's fucking bullying.
Yeah.
How
In the
terrible.
movie, they kind of imply that it's like because it's Halloween, they want to mess around and she's an easy mark.
Yeah.
But in the book, kind of implying that everyone fucks with her, not just Chuck and Steve.
Fucking mean.
You know what I mean? Like obviously Chuck and Steve are the instigators most recently, but they kind of make it seem like everybody picks on her in the book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, in the book, like there's definitely like not really anyone on her side. Like even Sabrina is just like, like it's very victim blamey, dude. Like
Yeah,
Sabrina's
yeah.
kind of just like, well, like you
it's your
scare
fault
super
for being
easily, and
scared
that's why.
so easy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can
she
see why she
definitely,
snapped.
yeah, she definitely gives Chuck and Steve a lot of like leniency, and I was like, dude, no, just because this is easy doesn't mean you should do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
They
Feel
suck.
bad for
All of them
her.
suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least in the movie, they made Sabrina a little bit more like
Yeah.
calm. She seems way meaner in
Mm-hmm.
the book, where that's literally a scene where she tells Carly Beth it's pretty much her fault for getting scared of everything.
Yeah. In the book, sorry, in the episode, they definitely make her seem like a lot more understanding and patient
Yeah.
with
The
Carly Beth.
scene in the episode where she's like, I don't like being afraid, her performance makes Carly Beth feel more like an anxious, like she's going through something right now.
Yeah,
Versus,
very
and
much.
so, yeah, and Sabrina's response is just like, it's okay, calm down. It seems
Yeah.
more like, okay, my friend is about to lose her shit. Versus in the book, she's berating her. In the movie, it's more like, okay, calm down. It's all right. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot more scenes in the movie versus the book where Sabrina is like, okay, you didn't hurt them, right? Like she's actually very, very concerned for
Yeah. I
Carly
love
Beth's
that
mental
part.
health. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's actually one of my favorite parts because she's just like, you got to scare them, right? You didn't hurt them, did you? She's like,
Yeah.
no.
You
'Cause
didn't
at
murder
that
them,
point, even
did
she's
you?
like, I feel like that's what she was expecting.
Yeah. Well, because at that point, like Carly Beth was like clearly going off the fucking rails with this mask on her. She's probably just like,
Yeah.
what did you do?
Mm-hmm. I
Okay,
mean, if
so
I was her friend, I'd be like that too.
yeah,
If I was her mom, I'd be fucking worried too.
her mom kind
She
of. I mean,
sneaked out
you
of the
can't blame
house,
her
right?
mom. Yeah, she did sneak out of the house.
Yeah.
You can't blame her mom, but at the same time,
Oh, oops.
so unobservant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, she literally said that the little head smiled at her. I would be so concerned if this is my child.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like she's
that
coming
head
home
is
crying from
weird.
school all the time. And then she's like, she saw the head like smile at her. I would be like, is there like a neurological event happening?
Dude, and
Mm-hmm.
she never has anyone really to just like talk about. She tries to talk to Sabrina, but that's when Sabrina's just like, "You're kind of easy to scare. It's your fault." So she goes
Yeah.
off on her own. So the first part where they mess with her is a scare in the pumpkin patch, which I thought was kind of cool because
It was well executed. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
yeah,
Very well done.
there's no
Yeah.
way Sabrina wasn't in on that.
Mm-mm.
Very hard because how would they know? How would they know that they were going to the pumpkin patch? You
Yeah,
know?
they were
Yeah.
because the way they did the scare in the movie was he's buried in hay and his head is in the pumpkin, so that when they come close, he stands up and grabs her.
Yeah.
They would have had to get that ready before they were there.
Yeah. Like unless they like maybe overheard a conversation they had at school, but like we don't know that.
They implied that they were on the way to the pumpkin patch because she's like, "Why are you getting a pumpkin at the last minute?" They must have heard and then ran there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the second time they mess with her is the worm scene.
Yeah. And that was
I
the
don't
very
know.
next day.
That's the next morning because they're
Yeah.
like, "It's an apology. We want to apologize for scaring you last night."
They're
That
such
scene
dicks.
though,
Sorry, go ahead.
again, it's because of her acting being so good. It made everything else that was over the top feel worse. That scene
Yeah.
reminds me of Carrie.
Carrie, I can see that.
Oh,
Yeah.
the gym shower scene, the opening?
Yes, because
Mhm.
and I think it's
Fuck it
just
up,
because
fuck it up.
exactly because
Yeah.
it's her acting as Carly Beth because normally the whole everybody's laughing at me when I got pranked at lunch. That's a trope you see in a lot of kids movies, but
Yeah.
it's never really that intense. But her freaking out and being serious with everyone pointing and laughing at her totally remind me of the Plug It Up scene from Carrie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Just
can
because
see
of how
that.
intense that actress was.
Very intense. She felt like she was genuinely insane, and I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids
I
even
think
point
that's
and
what
laugh. What the fuck?
they're literally pointing at her.
Yeah, and then they start
There's
getting
gotta
up and then
be
pointing at her. I was like, you sit down, you fools.
that's what I was gonna
Yeah.
say. That not only do they point and laugh, they gather to point.
Yeah.
Like,
It's not
I
that
don't think it's
funny.
that funny, but okay.
I don't even think most of them would have even seen what happened. Just that everyone's pointing and laughing at this girl. Let's all get closer and point and laugh too.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, why are we laughing? I don't know.
Yeah, it's not even that funny of a joke.
Mhm.
Ate a
That's what I
worm.
meant.
So did every single boy in that class has eaten a worm at one point in their lives.
Yeah, but she didn't do it on purpose. That makes it funny
Ugh,
and
she's
illegal and
embarrassed.
really
We
messed
should
up.
laugh. Yeah.
Hmm.
She could have been allergic to worms.
Exactly. Worms. But she goes home and that's when her mom surprises her with a severed head.
It's very
Things aren't going
weird.
right for this poor girl.
I know.
No.
She's going through it.
No. I mean, like, I appreciate the gesture, but it's so weird. Like, if I had to walk in the living room and I saw my decapitated head on the mantle, that's a little weird.
I think what made it worse is it was a surprise. If her mom was like, "I'm making you as a sculpture," and then
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she just came
came
out of the
home
blue
to
like,
it like,
hey,
"What the fuck
look,
is
it's you.
that?"
Yeah. And did you also hear what she said about the duck costume too? Her mom,
What?
yeah, so her mom made
that the
that
mom made it?
costume. Yeah, her mom made the duck costume because she heard Carly Beth say one day that she thought it might be a cute costume to wear that year. And I was like, you maybe want to discuss that with your kid before you do that. What if she
Yeah.
didn't want to be that anymore? Nobody's
She didn't. She really didn't.
Yeah, and I was like,
Yeah.
what if she had changed her mind?
Which
But anyway,
totally
yeah, like
happens.
they're nice gestures, but maybe like give your kid some agency and ask her if she wanted any of
It's
this.
non-consensual nice gestures are still not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I did it because I love
It's
you.
the 90s,
Okay,
though, you
you
know.
could have discussed it. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, the most 90s thing in this entire episode is when they say, we only messed with her because we liked her. and
Hate
she
it.
kind of yells at them, that's no excuse. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
She's right to say
I was
that.
expecting her to hit him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hit her with the head.
We like you, we swear.
Stick that the head is on.
Yeah. I absolutely hated that fucking trope. Oh, he's being mean to you because he means he likes you. Like, no, he doesn't.
Well,
It hurt me.
it does. It's real. It happens.
It tracks. It
Fucking
It
happens.
gross.
tracks. It's
It
real.
happens all the time.
It's
It's fucking
Well,
terrible.
whatever that
yeah.
kid is feeling is not likeness.
He's a boy.
Anyway,
He didn't know how to describe it, I guess.
yeah.
Rage means
Ugh.
love.
Yeah.
Yeah,
When I
yeah.
slap you, it means I love you.
Yes.
Yes means no.
Gross.
We
This is how
we
you set
express
up
our
girls
love
for
through hitting.
failure. Yeah.
That's how you set up boys for harassment suits.
Yeah.
Teach your boys consent.
Yeah, please.
She even yells at him like, "That's no way to show someone that you like them."
Yeah, so they
She says
so
it-
they were rightfully mad.
She was rightfully mad,
Yeah.
but I love that's the takeaway. Like, that's not how you show someone you like them.
Yeah.
And then she throws her severed head at them. But yeah, I think that's one of the most 90s thing in this episode is that. But that scene of Carly Beth tearing up the duck suit while weeping,
Yeah.
that's one of the most intense acting. I keep saying intense because I don't know how else to describe that. It's one of the best acting of the entire Goosebumps series.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think any other Goosebumps episode had the same amount of like gravitas as this episode. That's why it never felt.
Yeah. I don't think so. It's funny because I feel like this episode, I feel like it took things a lot more seriously than the subsequent episodes did.
To me, this is the closest that Goosebumps ever got to the level of Are You Afraid of the Dark as far as acting and filming quality.
Yeah. I was gonna say when we were watching this on Thursday, that I was just like, this feels consistent with Are You Afraid of the Dark? Whereas none of the other episodes of Goosebumps do.
The other episodes of Goosebumps, I also felt like, because I lead up to this, I watched like the first 2 seasons of Goosebumps, like leading up to this. I just had it in the background while I was working on stuff, but they're also totally rushed every single episode, even the other 2-parters.
Yeah.
The main thing I noticed about this movie is it pauses to have quiet moments of angst, whereas the other ones don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much
Like,
so.
her just quietly losing her shit, I think adds to the feeling in this episode, and they don't have that in any of the other episodes of Goosebumps.
I feel like it's because they definitely have to dumb it down, I guess, so to speak, for like being more appealing for a kids show, but this was like it was well done. It was set up with anticipation and like just the existential dread of not knowing what to do.
Yes, this one is definitely an existential, kind of a heavy topic for a kids show. That's why it felt like an Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah, because Are You Afraid of the Dark, like, it did horror, but there were also like very real, like, there was like very real
Stakes.
issues and subject matter that like teenagers were actually dealing with. Whereas I feel like Goosebumps never really, they didn't do that. They did like it was more like on the side of campy horror. Whereas I feel like
Goosebumps,
Are You Afraid of the Dark was trying to actually be a show about teens and teen issues and
That's what it is. It's the whole teen issue thing, because Goosebumps is always about an external enemy, an external fear or antagonist, whereas Are You Afraid of the Dark had a lot of episodes that just dealt with people dealing with crap and then something spooky happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and really mature subject matter too, like grief or like parental divorce and stuff like that.
I mean, the most Goosebumps ever did was like New Kid syndrome. Like, oh, I'm new to town and I'm sad. That's just the most Goosebumps ever really got.
I'm new in town. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that and then like this clearly with Haunted Mask, I feel like it's dealing with like bullying, anxiety.
It feels
fear.
very
It's
realistic,
stuff
I
that-
guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's also how it's portrayed, because there's other Goosebumps episodes that have bullies and people harassing them, but it's never that serious. It's always like, oh, that guy's a jerk. Like, because one of the ones I watched the other night was the Attack of the Jack-o'-lanterns, and in that,
Uh-huh.
it has kind of the same beginning of it's a kid who's easily scared who gets harassed by a pair of bullies who constantly scare them. But to me, that felt like all in good fun. Whereas Chuck and Steve feel like they've done emotional damage to Beth, like serious emotional damage to Carly Beth.
Yeah.
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 All right, going back to the plot. At that point is when she goes to the novelty shop to try to find a mask. And did you catch what he was mumbling when she was in the
Oh,
store?
so yes, okay. So on Netflix, if you turn on the captions, you do hear what he's talking about. Apparently, like he's trying to order some like chemical from Paraguay, and he needs two of them. I think it has something to do with the mask that's currently on his face. He was like, "It's falling apart here." Rah, rah, rah."
Oh, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Those captions
They
really
kind of
helped on
they
Netflix.
kind of imply that he is like a Phantom of the Opera style mad scientist who just swaps his
Hmm.
face out because he's deformed.
Yeah,
Mhm.
The implications of his character are so interesting that they never explain it.
yeah.
That's
It's so
true.
infuriating, dude. In the book, there's like zero like reason for why he's making these masks, but in the episode, they rightfully amend that. He was just like, "I wasn't
Yeah,
happy with
his
Yeah.
myself."
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
his
true.
whole
Yeah.
yeah, his whole existential thing of like, I don't know if I dare show you what's underneath this face unless
Yeah.
it'll make you appreciate what you already have. None of that is in the book. It was all added for this. So this episode is
Mhm.
so much better than the book.
Yeah. I'll
Yeah.
say, like,
They did a
I
good job.
remember the fucking, the R.L. Stine intro to this episode?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where
He was
he says what the fuck does he say that I super disagreed with? He says that, like, she's able to save herself from remembering the power of love from her friends and family, and I was like, "That's not what I fucking got from this episode."
that's not at all.
Absolutely not.
He
Like,
overcome
if
it with
any
the power of her family and friends. Like fuck her friends.
she saved herself. Also, I feel like
Yeah.
the real message is, like, accepting who you are for, like, the flaws
Mhm.
that you have and
Yeah.
just, like, learning to live and find strength through that. But I was like,
Totally.
love, dude? That weird head her mom made? No thanks."
Again, non-consensual love is not good love.
Yep.
No, never.
Yep.
That's called stalking, all you ladies out
Yeah.
there.
What's funny is in the second one, Beth is a lot braver, and Chuck and Steve were
Sorry.
like, "You were a lot easier to scare last year." And she goes,
Yeah, see?
she's like, "I've seen some
I've
shit.
seen
You
stuff.
can't scare me that easy."
Yeah,
She's been
dude.
through it.
Yeah. Yeah, she's
She's been
grown.
through
Yeah,
some
she's
crap. Like,
Mhm.
I'm nah,
seen a lot
nah.
of trauma.
Yeah.
Sorry, I keep laughing about the fact that you keep almost calling her Carly Breath.
What?
Carly
Sorry,
Breath.
it's really funny. Carly
Carly
Breath.
Beth? Carly Breath?
They're it's funny. Okay, sorry.
He again, he's also very, very aggro, angry when she comes into the shop. Like, we're closed.
Mhm.
Yeah. Remember when she eventually
Everything
finds
you
the
see is on the
masks?
walls. He left the door
Man,
open and he has them on display.
what a fucking idiot. Don't you think if he because he clearly knows how dangerous the masks are, like what the fuck are you doing keeping them in your back room in a Halloween store where a ton of kids are there and it's kids who clearly will walk into the wrong room? I don't know, man.
Well, it is a back room. You can't blame him for her stealing it, but at the same time, when
It's
he
stupid. It's
says,
bad. Bulk up your security, dude. Maybe keep them in a safe. I don't know.
"Yeah," that and she was like, he's like, "I can't sell you these." She says, "Why?" And he says, like, "Oh, they're too frightening." Like, he went all vague. He could have just easily lied and be like, "These are incredibly valuable. Get the fuck out of here."
Yeah. Or be like
Like,
the
they're
chemicals on
collectors.
this
They're
one.
expensive.
Oh
Or
yeah,
this
they're
is
collectors.
dangerous because a
Yeah.
defect, like it's poisonous or some shit. Like, just make up a
Yeah,
better lie. He's
anything.
too honest.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They're too frightening, I guess. And then in the fucking book, dude, he like just like he basically allows Carly Beth to convince him to to buy it. Like, yeah, it's very infuriating. But basically, the Carly Beth like beats him down, and he's like, "All right, I'll sell it to you." And I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I very much like how the episode did it way more because her stealing it makes the most
He
sense.
Yeah, and he's more again, his character is crazy interesting in the movie, and I would love to know more about him, but the fact
Yeah.
that we just know enough makes his
Yeah,
character really, really good. And of course, Colin Fox's performance is also really, really good, considering in the book he's described as like a enigmatic John Waters. Like they talk about how he has a pencil mustache and slicked back hair.
yeah. I was like, dude, come on.
That would have been kind of funny though. If it were John, I was picturing John Waters when I read it too.
Yeah, but yeah, I like how the movie, I guess, like it gives him context like way more than the book ever did.
Yeah, just in general, this movie was a lot better than the book, and it's yeah, for sure one of my favorite children's horror movies. I mean, to bury the lead for rating, but it is one of my favorite children's horror movies of all time.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I love her
At
brother's
least for me.
cockroach costume.
Yeah.
Like, because when she comes in to scare him after she first gets the mask, he doesn't recognize her and she scares him. And he's got like, I remember making that costume because I really like, I didn't wear it for Halloween, but I wanted to see if I can make the arms move like that.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I mean,
Gotta go.
obviously, I do cosplay and costumes and shit, but I just loved how that design looked.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's it looks like a costume you put on your dog or something.
Yeah.
I like it.
You know what's funny is her mom. I feel like if she had talked to her mom and said, "I want to be scary this year," her mom would have made her something kick ass. But because
yeah,
there's no
Yeah.
communication,
I
she got a
know.
duck.
yeah. I feel like her mom, because clearly her mom is very artistic and very good,
And
like
and
at
based
creating
on just
things.
how
I was
she's
like, she
yeah,
could have made her something bomb, dude.
it would have been
Mm-hmm.
amazing. I feel like her mom could have been like, "Oh, you want to be scary? Let's go scary."
Yeah, let's go find some blood. She probably
Yeah.
would have made her a decapitated. You know what I mean? Like a plaster of Paris actual decapitated head. I feel like she would have been down.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
exactly.
Yeah,
But again, communication. The
yeah,
brother doesn't recognize her when she scares him, mainly because of the voice.
yeah. Dude, I'm sorry. Can we talk about how fucking awesome this mask is?
I love this
It's such a
mask
cool
and how it
Holy
mask.
changes.
shit, dude, it's so
It changes,
awesome.
right? It's not the same mask
Yeah,
Yeah.
throughout the show. Or movie?
yeah,
Yeah,
When
movie.
she puts it on, it's a normal latex mask, and then
yeah,
it
Mm-hmm.
uses a morph effect to the prosthetic mask that she's wearing.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like it's
There's that
clearly
one
a
little scene when
prosthetic.
she's like, good.
Oh, I was gonna say it's clearly a prosthetic because it moves with her facial expressions. It's too soft to not be, but they
Mm-hmm.
use a morph to go from a regular rubber mask to a prosthetic mask, and it looks awesome.
Do you want to
Yeah,
explain what prosthetic is? Just in case anyone doesn't
Where
know.
a prosthetic mask is it's usually done with makeup, but it's basically softer. Normally, a foam latex or a really soft rubber that's glued to the actor's face so that they could emote more and they could be more expressive. The thing that
yeah,
makes it interesting is the movie is it's supposed to be like a rubber Halloween mask, but then they use the prosthetic that looks identical, so they're able to do morphs where she takes on and off the mask, sucks to her face. They even add a sound effect.
On and off the mask. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, when she puts the mask on, it goes and it like
yeah. There's like
sucks
a
to her
little
face.
suction thingy
Mm-hmm.
happening. Yeah, but it looks fucking great. I will say, okay.
Yeah.
So, like, I learned like this year. So, okay, so the mask, right? I guess they made like two. I think they made multiple like actual masks for production.
Yeah.
Um, and I learned there is this YouTuber that I love. His name is Papa Meat. I found out that he has one of them, and then
Huh.
Catherine Long has the other one. And I was
Oh,
like,
that's
oh shit.
awesome.
Yeah, I was like, oh my fucking god, dude, he has the original mask. That's the shit. He paid $30,000 for it.
I think that's awesome that she has it.
Yeah, they let her keep the one that she wore the most. I want to watch The Haunted Mask too now.
Yeah, me too.
I remember liking it a lot because he's
I
like,
remember not liking it.
really? I remember liking it.
Actually, I watched it not too long ago. It's a lot better than I remembered, but
Yeah, I just
I remember
remember.
not liking it just because it wasn't as intense.
Yeah, yeah. Also, because like it's Chuck and Steve, so you're just like, fuck you.
I was
Fuck you,
thinking the same
asshole.
thing actually when I
You give a
watched
shit
it
if this
because
is
I was
happening to
like,
you.
yeah, exactly. Because his whole shtick in the new one is he wants to be treated like an adult because he's gone through puberty. And
I have a
he's
dick
being a
hairs now.
dick to his mom and everyone else because they're still treating him like he's a kid. And all of his friends are like, we only got a couple more years where we can trick or treat and be kids. But he's like, no, I'm gone through puberty. I'm a dick. So I can't sympathize with him at all.
Yeah.
We're talking about owning the mask. I had one of those Trick or Treat Studios masks that came out a few years ago.
Trick or Treat
Really
Studios
awesome.
masks? What's
Trick or
that?
Treat Studios is a mask company. They're the ones that make the really high-end, nice shit that they have at Spirit.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
They're one of the only mask studios that went out of their way to try to license cult classics for the sake of people buying shit. Like,
Yeah.
they're the ones that came out with those Ghoulies dolls that I wanted to get. They're like replicas of the Ghoulies puppets.
Yeah.
And they're the only one that had like screen accurate good guy dolls and Chucky dolls. Trick or Treat Studios released their Goosebumps line and they had the haunted mask and I have a copy of it, but unfortunately it got dry rotted since we were moving and I had it in storage.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
So it's completely ruined. But they also came out last year with some hard shell vacuform masks, and that one looks more like the mask from the book cover.
Oh, the one where like the little girl's like pulling in on the sides.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, yeah.
It's accurate to the book cover. The first series they had was accurate to the movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah.
movie mask is easily the best one. It looks so fucking good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Her costume is basically it's overalls, stripy shirt, and a trench coat, right?
Yeah. It reminded me a little bit of like Freddy Krueger.
I was
Yeah.
about to say the same thing.
Yeah.
Was that intentional?
Wes Craven's New Nightmare? No.
I'm sure they got probably not, but I feel
No?
like maybe they got a little bit of inspiration. Maybe
I don't
unknowingly.
think so, mainly because Wes Craven's New Nightmare would have come out. No, I don't know. Because...
No, I meant just like oh, how do you see what I'm trying to say? I mean, I feel like they got inspiration from Freddy Krueger, as in he's like a handyman.
Bald? What?
No, like the
I don't
clothes.
know.
They're kind of like working dude clothes. She kind of looks like she's wearing working dude clothes.
Carly Beth and the Haunted Mask are in the Goosebumps movie, and I didn't like their design at all. I feel like she was too bright. Like they could put her in like blue, really bright blue overalls and like a bright shirt with her coat. Like it looked too colorful.
And like I said before, Catherine Long still has one of the masks that she worked, but she still has it to this day.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
That's
I would
what I
never
meant.
give
I
it
thought
away.
I would never give that away. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
your prized possession.
Yeah.
She also has the original plaster of Paris head.
Oh,
That's
wow.
cool.
That's cool too.
Yeah.
Since it was plaster of Paris, that means her mom must have made a mold, so she could have dozens of Carly heads.
More Carly
Did you have to
heads.
sit for those?
Not with
Is
hers, because hers
is
was
that-
a sculpture that she made a mold.
Oh, okay. I was like, would you?
Because
have
if
to
it's
sit
plaster
for
of
that?
Paris, that means she'd have to cast it. So she probably has a mold and can make dozens of those heads.
Yeah. Thanks, Mom. I love seeing my severed heads everywhere around the house.
Yay.
It's great.
Yeah.
A girl who's scared of everything.
I know, right?
It's not a great gift.
Clearly your mom's favorite because there's no statue of Noah anywhere in the house.
Fuck off, Noah.
Oh, maybe she's working on it. Who knows?
She made him a cockroach. He's a dick.
Well, boys like cockroaches, right? And worms and
yeah.
I like this costume. I thought it was neat. Anyway, Um, so her first like 10 minutes in her costume, she attacks a random group of kids.
Yeah, she loses her shit pretty fucking quickly. Like the mask, so it starts to take over really, really quickly.
I couldn't really tell because she was already frantic before she put it on. And then when she
She's
put on the mask, she was immediately like, oh, fuck those kids. You're not Chuck and Steve. What the hell? If you were, you'd be sorry. And they're like, dude, she's crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
She's crazy. What the hell?
She's lost it.
Yeah.
I
It even starts with the
response-
when she first scares Noah. Like he was just like, "How'd you change your voice like that?" She's like, "I don't know." And I was like, "Damn,
Yeah.
that
I
was fucking
like
fast."
it.
I
That's
like it.
true.
Yeah,
I liked
Mhm.
it.
yeah.
But I love her response of
Oh,
like,
go ahead.
you're not him, but if you were, like, what the hell?
Like, what are you gonna do?
She basically spends the
wonders-
entire night terrorizing innocent kids. It's so
Yep.
fucking funny.
At one point, she's just yelling like at people. Like, you
Oh, yeah.
know that's not Chuck and Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The funny laugh she does when she runs away every time. She's like,
Yeah.
The part where she howls made me laugh.
I'm like, why is she howling at the
It's like,
moon? Ow.
but she goes to Sabrina's, and Sabrina obviously doesn't recognize her. But then that's when she immediately says the first thing she says to Sabrina. I would have been deeply concerned if I were Sabrina.
What'd she say?
Yeah.
She's like, oh, what's with that head? She goes, that's me. That's who I used to be. And Sabrina's like, used to be?
Like, what do
She's
you
like,
mean used to
"Nothing.
be?
Never mind. What the
Honestly,
fuck?
dude,
Are you okay?
At that point, I would be like, okay, I'm gonna need you to take that mask off, like just to make sure it's Carly Beth and not some random fucking weirdo.
It could
Carly
be
Beth's
someone
head on a
random.
stick. Yeah, because I don't think she
her
ever
voice
takes it
is
off.
still. She doesn't. She only because you can only take it off twice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, she
Before it becomes
what's
one
its
with you.
face? Yeah, 'cause she never takes it off in front of Sabrina, and I was just like, Sabrina could have been anybody,
That would be
dude.
amazing if, like, the next
If it's
day,
someone else.
Carly Beth was like, "I was so sick, I didn't get to go out." And Sabrina's like, "What the fuck was in my house?" Yeah, I would be deeply concerned because Carly Beth is already nuts. Like, she's
Yep.
nuts. I think
Yeah.
the mask only really makes her more aggressive, but all of her like emotional issues are just her.
Yeah,
It
it's
feels
almost like
amplified.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
almost like, I mean, I don't know how accurate this is, but it's almost like it's almost like it's an emotional dysregulation disorder that she's experiencing. Where she's like Carly Beth would have just been like regular angry, but Carly Beth in the mask is like enraged. Like she has absolutely zero control of like how to regulate her emotions.
I
Yeah,
immediately thought of the
definitely.
mask with Jim Carrey.
That's what I
It
was
brings your
gonna say. The
innermost desires
mask.
to life, like the mask.
Yeah. Uh-huh. That's such a good
Man, we
movie
should
too.
cover the mask.
I was about to say that.
We totally should cover the mask. It's not
Mhm.
really a horror. The comic
It
is
should have
sure as hell a
been.
horror
It should
comedy.
have been a horror movie.
It should have been a horror movie.
I think it would do great if it was a horror movie now, like in today's audiences.
Now that they make comic book accurate movies to an extent, I would love to see a mask based off of the comic.
Yeah.
Have you ever read the comic, Mel?
No.
In it, Stanley is a serial killer who's hunting down everyone who's ever wronged him.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
But the movie, obviously, Jim Carrey, they wanted it to be more lighthearted. The scene that stands out to me is the scene in the movie where he's surrounded by a SWAT team and he does Cuban Pete. In the book, he kills them all with a lamp and an Uzi. Anyway, I would love to see a mask one. We should cover that for our show. It's Supernatural from the 90s. Why not?
Yeah.
But yeah, it kind of has the same effect on Carly Beth where it kind of just makes her go off the rails. Like she has no emotional control. Carly Beth only trick-or-treats twice in the whole movie before she just runs off into the street.
Yeah. Which is funny
But
because in the book, Dude, do you remember this shit in the book? She's basically robbing kids of their candy. It's
She's like
fucked
attacking
up.
them and
She's
scaring them and
attacking
taking their
kids. She's
candy.
basically holding them
Yeah.
up. She was like, "Give me your candy." Shit ton of candy. And I was like, this is like the exact opposite of what's happening in the in the episode. She doesn't give a shit.
In the episode, she doesn't give a shit. I don't even think she pours any
No.
candy out later when they're like, "Oh, let's check our
Mm-mm.
candy."
She
Yeah,
doesn't
she
even
clearly
care.
doesn't come back with anything.
I
Yeah.
don't think she's carrying a sack or anything either. She just has her head.
I remember her
Girl.
grabbing candy from that one lady. He's like, "Oh, look, who are you supposed to be?" And she scares the little
Oh,
girl and
Yeah, she
takes
does
the
take candy
candy.
out of the
Say if you know
bag.
what's good for you.
She probably threw it at someone.
Maybe, probably.
Yeah. Fuck
Yeah.
this candy.
I don't know. The part where she goes to Sabrina's and she's like, "I just want to have fun. I hate being scareable, Carly Beth." And she runs away and Sabrina's like, "I'm sorry."
I'm sorry, okay?
I'm sorry.
Does she smash a pumpkin too at one point? I remember her throwing a pumpkin at one point.
I think so.
I don't remember.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
does. I'm pretty for sure.
Yeah, she just completely
pretty
goes off the rails.
It's pretty on par with what she would have done while in the mask.
Yeah.
Smash pumpkins, scare kids. Yeah.
And then terrorizing those guys.
Oh, right.
I feel like
'cause
they're
she
gonna
goes-
cry.
She
Oh,
tracks
Chuck
them
and
down
Steve?
in the cemetery. They're counting their candy in the cemetery, and for one, cemetery spooky, for sure.
Yeah.
But then he's
Yeah.
like, "I can't really see, like, because there's no light. You're doing this
Yeah,
in the
you're in a fucking
cemetery."
I
cemetery.
know. Go home.
He's like, "Wouldn't you
Yeah.
rather do this in your living room?" He's like, "No, it's fine. What is that? Caramel. You know, like, you guys are stupid."
Whenever you
Yeah.
would have light at your house, dude.
Yeah.
Hold the flashlight. I can't see the candy. Like, you're dumb. But she tracks them down and she runs out and scares them. And then her fucking head talks.
Yep,
Oh yeah.
sure does.
It's like,
She's
please
like,
help me.
"Oh." Well, first she's like, "Carly Beth didn't want to give up her head, but I took it anyway." And you're like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. That would scare me too. Just the head, like, in her normal voice being like, "No, help, help."
Yeah, I
That
mean,
and the fact that, like,
seeing it
they're
move
like,
at all is scary. Yeah.
yeah, seeing it move at all. But plus the fact that, like, Carly Beth is so timid. Her doing that was just like, is she gonna hurt us?
Yeah.
Like, you really scared us. It's like, no. They tried to laugh it off. That's when he says the line, "We only mess with her because we like her." Like, ugh. 90s.
Gross.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, very 90s, but ugh.
Yeah.
That's when she buries the head too after it talks.
Yeah.
I-
Is she like
I-
laughing the whole time she's burying it? She is,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
cackling away. Like,
Yeah.
ha ha
And
ha.
like a laughing hysterical episode. She like buries her head in the sand or in the
Mhm.
That's
sand in the
also,
dirt.
I think that's the part where she howls too, because she's like,
Yeah. She's like,
Mhm.
"Ow."
Yeah.
And she runs
Uh-huh.
back to Sabrina's. Or no, she runs back and I don't know what the hell she's doing. I think that's the part where she smashes the pumpkin, actually.
Yeah. I remember she like sprints all the way back to like the street, and then Sabrina finds her, and it just so happens that she stopped right in front of Sabrina's house, and I was like, okay, dude.
I thought she was running to Sabrina's, but
coincidence.
then she got distracted by people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I
But
think
then-
so.
Yeah. So she goes into Sabrina's, and this is the best scene of the movie.
Oh,
Because
yes.
Sabrina's trying to count the candy, and she's just like, "I think I gotta take this mask off. It's really hot." And Sabrina's like, "Yes, good idea. Take off the mask."
Mm-hmm.
And she can't find the seam because it's joined with her flesh.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah. Yummy flesh mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did like the because it's clear that like the mask has become one with her skin. I like how throughout the movie you find that there's like sweat developing on the outside of the mask. I thought it was a good effect.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
liked that
Mhm.
too.
Yeah.
Like, it
Yeah,
became
it was
more
so
and
moist.
more lifelike.
Mm-hmm. It looks
Yeah.
like skin. Yeah.
And she repeatedly, like, her friend's like, "Dude, your face, it looks so real. What the heck?"
Yeah.
And she touches it, like she's like,
Yeah. It feels
it's
like
not real
flesh.
skin, is it? She goes, maybe. It's like, what? The hell? It's like, that's not funny. What the hell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she goes to try to cut it off, and Sabrina is rightfully like, okay, calm down. That's too dangerous. Hold on. I like how it's done because, again, in the book, it was more chaotic, but in this, it's more like Sabrina feels like her friend has lost her shit.
Yeah.
Because she's like, okay, I'll try to help you cut it off. If we can't, we'll get my mom to help us. And
Yeah.
she's like, it's going to sound stupid if we have to call the fire department to come and get you, but let's try to calm down and figure this out.
Yeah.
I can imagine that happening too. Like, I can't get my head out. Help.
Yeah, dude, if I
Again,
couldn't get a mask off, it would be like immediate panic. You're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love the fact that they use the Halloween camera POV, where, you know, like the
let's look out of the
John
eyes.
Carpenter Halloween movie, where
Mhm.
they look out
Yeah.
the eyes of the mask. I love
Yeah.
that they use that.
Yeah.
I don't know how they did that shot of Carly Beth looking in the mirror at Sabrina and her.
I don't know.
Composite? Maybe?
How? Unless, because it's a POV of her looking in the camera, or looking in the mirror, and then the
Mhm.
camera turns to Sabrina.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure how you would do that.
That'd be a fun thing to study up more on. I love like technical aspects of shows and movies.
That's a good
Yeah.
trick. Unless if they had the camera in one angle and then they whip pan to the side, but set the cut in between two whip pans.
Mhm.
That's how I would do it. I don't know how they did it in the episode. I kind of want to rewatch that scene just to see. But the scene is her looking in the mirror, POV, with the little Halloween mask eye goggles. And then she turns to stare at Sabrina. And Sabrina's like, you're scaring me. Like, she's like gonna cry. Like, you're scaring me. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Carly Beth is crying. Those aren't my eyes. What happened to my eyes? I'm not me in here.
That's like honestly the scariest line of this.
Yeah.
Like, that's a
think
line
so,
that kind of freaked me out
too.
when I was younger. I was like,
Yeah, I think that's the line that made this actually scary to me when I was a kid. Like, those aren't my eyes. Where are my eyes? Her saying that while about to cry was super scary to me when I was a kid.
Yeah, totally.
I would classify this as body horror.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Her
I mean,
face does
it involves
deform.
her body. Yeah.
Yeah,
And her eyes.
her eyes.
Her mask, yeah. Becoming one with her, I guess.
Including everything, including the next, like, part 2. This year, from Sabrina's point of view, must have been fucking nuts. Like, okay, Carly Beth got picked on. She ran home crying. She came back in a mask and was completely psychotic for the rest of the night. And at one point, she screamed, "Those aren't my eyes. Where am I?" and ran out of my house, vanished. Her mom didn't know where she was, came back after midnight. Chuck and Steve are terrified, and then she comes to school confident, like everything's fine. Like, what the fuck happened to you last year?
Well, did she tell her? I don't remember
No,
anything from the Haunted Mask 2, but did she ever tell her about what happened?
I think so, but
Yeah.
Sabrina didn't really believe her. I think Sabrina in Haunted Mask 2 thinks Carly Beth just had a Carly Beth, I said it again. Carly Beth just had a nervous breakdown on Halloween last year from her point of view.
Yeah, I could see that being like, remember that one Halloween where you freaked out?
Because there's a scene in the second one where Chuck and Steve are like, what happened to that mask you had last year? Like, it was haunted. If I hadn't taken it off, it would have been stuck forever. And Sabrina and Steve are like, right, okay.
Yeah.
Calm down. You're fine.
Let's go find it.
Anyway, she runs out of Sabrina's house, and the scene where she runs into those kids, I forever remember since I was a kid. I loved that scene.
Yeah.
She runs out of the house after Sabrina says, "You're scaring me." She runs out of the house immediately to a group of kids, and Sabrina doesn't chase after her because I think at that point she's actually disturbed by Carly Beth. Like,
She's
Carly
probably
Beth, like, she's like, I'm not I'm worried, but I'm not going after you because that seems dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. At
definitely.
that point, you're
I'd
just
be
like, I
like,
gotta
you're on your
protect
own.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm gonna lock my door. No offense, buddy, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's not normal. Those aren't my eyes. Like, oh
They're
fuck, she
my
lost
eyes.
it. Locking
You
the
call her fucking
door.
mom, dude.
She did call her mom. Like the mom says later on that Sabrina
The
called
mom.
her immediately.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember that line too, and I was like, were you not concerned for your daughter? Her best
She
friend just called twice, being like, I don't know where she is. She was freaking the fuck out, and she didn't think
she's
to go look for
freaking the
her.
fuck out, ran out of my house. But the part where she runs into those kids and they're like, "So, what are you supposed to be?" And she's like, "I'm supposed to be me, but I'm not." And she just
And they're
keeps
like,
repeating it. And they're like, shit.
Yeah, they just back away like, oh crap.
This person's nuts." That was my favorite part because like, I could understand that. She sounds like a crazy homeless person.
Yeah.
So she goes back to the shop, and I love his response because she runs to the door and he has the door open. And he's like, "I've been expecting you." She's like,
Yeah. You know he knows.
What's funny is when she steals the mask, again, in the book she bought it fair and square. In the movie, she steals the mask and he doesn't chase after her. In fact, he locks the door behind her and closes the blinds in her face when she tries to give it back.
Yeah.
Well, she does throw money at him.
I know, but she like regrets it. And she's like, "What am I doing?" She turns around and she goes to give it back, and he looks at her and shuts the blinds. Like, oh
Saying,
shit.
nope, your problem.
They should have just had her like keep running. Just keep running. Because it's weird to me that he would give up this easily. She's right there.
No, I thought it was great that he closed the blinds because it's like a very much you get what you deserve karma thing of him going like, "I knew you'd be back, stupid." Like it
Oh,
made him more
like
sinister actually. It was what I mean.
like he knew it was evil, but he's like, whatever. It's on you now.
Yeah,
It's on
it's
him
all
now
it's
to find
your
out where she went. Saying. From a
why she's
litigious
not.
side of it.
Yeah, but she wouldn't be. What would she say? "I stole this mask and now it's my face?" Or even worse, would they recognize it was a mask? Or they'd be like, "Oh, your daughter became
Maybe.
ugly. That's her skin. That's her face."
That's her.
I don't know, man. Sue for anything. If anything, should be like, you sold me a very, very faulty mask.
A faulty mask.
Faulty mask.
Good luck trying to
I got
find him again if he
I
swaps
got like
faces again.
skin
Uh-huh.
cancer from it. Anyway, but yeah, she goes back there and he gives this like a
His
symbol of
speech.
love thing. How did you even know, dude? How did you possibly know that was a solution? Try it
Him?
Yeah.
once.
I feel
Huh?
like he must have because he hints that the mask or the face that he's wearing now isn't even his original.
Yeah, no.
So
Yeah, and
it's something he does.
I mean, he does know enough about it because when she comes back, she's like, I can't get off. He's like, well, this is you. Accept it. You better accept it.
Yeah. And then he comes in with that solution, and I was like, you could have opened with that. Like, there is a way to get this off, dude. The
She was
fuck?
freaking out too. I felt bad because she's like, no.
Yeah, because remember, he
Again,
turns
this is
around and he's like, this is your face now. And she's like,
her
no.
crying with the mask on, like, oh man.
And he's like, oh, okay, I feel bad.
He's like, "Oh wait, I did think of something. Now that I freaked you out, okay, I
Yeah.
did think of something." Like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I loved his speech of like, "This will hopefully let you accept who you are, or I could show you what's underneath this mask." Like,
Yeah.
that's like, oh man.
Mm-hmm.
So he pretty much explains that all of them were real faces, and he does that. He swaps his faces out because he's deformed underneath.
Mhm.
And his self-loathing and self-hatred warped him and made him look effed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess what I'm trying to say is this a sci-fi explanation? Because it's called the
Supernatural?
Haunted Mask,
I thought
right? But
supernatural.
because he makes them, and it's
Yeah, 'cause
something
it's not
he
like it's haunted.
does.
Right.
Yeah.
it's not really haunted by a ghost. It's haunted by that personality type, which
Mm-hmm.
in this case was incredibly aggressive.
True.
The
Yeah,
second
because
movie adds something about the spirit of Halloween, which that's also one of the reasons I didn't like the second one.
The
Shut the
spirit.
fuck up. The spirit of Halloween. Dude, just stick to the
Uh.
sci-fi explanation. It's better. Um, yeah, no, because they're not haunted with a ghost. They're just like their real
They're haunted
skin, he
with
says.
emotion. They're
Yeah,
like emotional
yeah.
entities.
Mm-hmm.
You
Oh
know what I mean?
gosh.
Because all of them respond to, because the masks start moving.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And he says you've awoken them, and they want you because you're the only one that's ever loved them. So they're all emotional entities, and they
yeah,
all want her to wear them instead of the one she's wearing
yeah.
because
Yeah,
she
they
doesn't
just
like the
want
one
love.
she's wearing. They all want
Mm-hmm.
love, so they're all trying to be her new face instead of the green one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they start flying at her, which
It's so cheesy.
arguably
It,
it's
uh-huh.
terrible, but I think her acting makes it scary and their moaning makes it scary.
Yeah. I liked that it was like an extended chase scene because there's a lot of suspense in that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know, it was spooky. I can't explain it. It looks really cheesy and bad effects wise,
Yeah.
but the
It doesn't look
sound
very good.
design and the acting made it spooky.
Yeah, it
Gotta
kind
let
of did.
Carly Buzz chasing after her.
Join
Ah.
us. That shouldn't be scary, but it
But it
worked.
is.
And
Yeah.
it's haunting. It's genuinely haunting, even though the effects look stupid.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
I don't
like
know.
who
For a
knows?
kids
Maybe
show,
in 95, maybe it looked good.
mm,
Uh,
I don't
I
know
think you could
because
do.
there was a
Well, they were on
pretty
a
good morph
budget, right?
effect in. Yeah, I was gonna say there was already a pretty good morph effect in the episode already.
Maybe that's where they put all their money.
They
And
just
have good
cheaped out at the.
one good effect and one
Yeah.
really bad effect.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
Carly
it being the 90s,
Buzz.
I could see a producer going, "No, let's add a streaming effect. It's totally in right now."
Mm.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, because I remember those commercials where it would just be like stupid built-in camera tricks. Like the screen will get all warbly because that's what it looked like in those commercials in the 90s. I could see
Yeah.
that being something requested by a producer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they chased her to the cemetery and she's like, "This is me! This is me! This is Carly Beth!" And she holds the
Yeah.
severed head up at them.
Yeah. I mentioned
Yep.
this when we were watching it, but like in the book, she like it's actually really funny, dude. So like in the book, she does the exact same thing, like takes the head and like shows it to the masks, and she's like, "This is me, this is Carly Beth." And they're basically just like, "Nah, fuck that." They keep chasing her. And then she has the idea to slip it over her head, and that's what makes him go away. But I just thought it was really funny that like what
Yeah.
worked for her in the episode didn't work for her in the book, and they were just like, fuck you, bitch," and they just keep chasing her, and she's like, "Oh shit, it's really funny." Sorry.
Them getting scared of it and floating away, I thought was creepy too when I was a kid.
Oh
So like,
yeah, they're like they get all
No.
scared, and they're like,
like, oh, it's hideous.
yeah. Those bangs. Whose idea were those
Speaking
bangs?
of, when she gets home and her brother's like, "Take off that mask, please take off the mask." He
That was
commits to
funny.
the bit. He
Oh
drops his fucking
gosh.
ice cream to pretend to be scared. What a dick.
Dude, like, Noah, clean that shit up.
I know,
She
right?
starts
That was funny, though.
immediately crying. Like, again, the acting is so good in this episode.
It really is.
But like you said, she was the actual actress compared to a lot of the child actors they would get for these kinds of shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It shows though.
It very
Yeah.
much shows. She's so good in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because her crying when her mom comes out, like, oh, okay, yeah, she had a pretty bad night. And her like
Yeah.
you said earlier, her mom's like Sabrina called like a couple of times. You're supposed to be with her. Where's your duck costume? What's happening? Why are you covered in mud? Why is your skull? Why is your head dirty? What's happening?
Yeah.
Her mom is like super blasé about it. Like I feel like after the first call from Sabrina saying I don't know where she is and she was acting really crazy tonight, I feel like I maybe would have gone out and looked for her.
I would have gone out and looked
Mhm.
for her too, especially based off of
Yeah.
Sabrina going like I assume Sabrina explained like she freaked out and ran out of my house and was attacking people. I would have been very
Yeah.
concerned. I would have looked for
Yeah.
her.
And if you
Yeah,
pair that with how
definitely.
like the day before when oh no, was it the same was it the same day when she says that the plaster of Paris head smiled at her? Was that the same
That was the
day?
day before,
Oh,
or
okay.
those 2 days
Even so.
before.
Yeah. But I was just like, if she's already exhibiting really strange behavior, I would be a little concerned.
I mean, they imply that she's naturally nervous.
Yeah.
Like
But still,
they kind of
man.
say that
It's like,
she's
come on.
naturally nervous, and the mom's like, "Oh, you're letting Halloween get to you." But then her friend calls and says she freaked out and ran out of my house after attacking people. I would have been like,
Yeah.
"Okay,
Yeah, something's
Yeah.
she's
happening.
either in
Something
danger or she is the danger." But I gotta
yeah.
find my kid.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I understand the movie's not trying to go that direction, you know. I feel like in
Yeah,
shows like these, really, like the parents are kind of just like useless stand-ins, you know?
that
Yeah.
that's
They're
typical
just
for a Goosebumps book in
yeah,
general. I mean, naturally, you want the kids to be the protagonists, but
sure.
Goosebumps did a bad job of giving the adults stuff to do while the plots are going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It
Like most
I
Goosebumps stories happen because the parents just are negligent.
I feel
Ugh.
like there always has to be something like that with a horror short or a horror movie. Just there has to be something stupid. And for kid
Yeah,
horror, it makes sense like to blame it on the parents.
yeah. And
No,
I guess
I meant like
yeah,
getting the parents out of the way so the kids could be the focus of the story. Goosebumps did it very lazily, where in Goosebumps it was always the parents just not paying attention to what the kid is like going
Yeah.
through.
Yeah, yeah.
sure.
I
Yeah.
get what you mean.
Yeah.
Whereas, again, comparing it, Are You Afraid of the Dark had the parents be the victims in several episodes, where the
Yeah,
parents
yeah.
didn't know what was going on, and the kids had to save their parents a few
Yeah.
times in those
Mhm.
episodes.
Yeah.
I don't know, just I mean, you can't argue. One's Y7 and one is TV teen, so
Yeah.
obviously the teen one is going to be written better.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Again, the mom sucks.
Yeah, very
You
much so.
like when she's about to leave and she's like, "I want to see you in your duck oh, never mind, your dad's calling," and then she just leaves. It's like, no, fuck that. I'd want to see you in your costume. We ain't going anywhere until
Yeah.
I see the damn thing I made you. Especially since you haven't tried it on yet in front of me.
Yeah. I want to get
That's true.
photos.
Yeah, exactly. Makes me wonder what Noah was up to. Like, did he go trick or treating alone? Because the mom was home. I don't know.
Maybe I assumed that maybe he went with like a group of kids, like Carly Beth did.
Uh,
Yeah, because we don't
well,
ever see
was
him leave the
supposed to.
house.
Yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much the end of the story. Oh, the final scene is the mom and Carly Beth like talking. Like she's like, "Where were you? What's going on? Are you okay?" And then you hear Noah doing something in the other room. And she's like, "Don't put
Hmm.
on that mask." He's like, "Don't worry, I won't." And then he comes in and he has the mask on and it's stuck to his face and it's a
Yeah.
prosthetic also, which looked really awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like per per the rules of the mask, is it like because the guy at the shop says that like the next time someone puts it on, it'll be permanent. Is it did it have
No, it's 3 times. It's 3 times. Because the first time you could take it off, the
okay.
second time needs a symbol of love, and the third time you can't take it off ever again. It's your new face.
Okay. But I was
Oh,
wondering, I
okay.
was like, is it the third time ever or the third time that a person, like the same person has worn it?
Same person. In the second
Okay.
movie, oh, that's the other part. I mean,
Because Noah doesn't have a
so
green face in the second one, right?
in the second one, Noah even brings up the mask. He goes, "Where'd you get that mask that you had last year?" It's like, "You're lucky you only put it on once. If you put it on 2 more times, it would never ever come off again." And her mom's
Yeah.
like, "Come on,
It's
Carly
like,
Beth,
huh?
just what are you talking about?"
Like you're crazy. Oh,
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
Again,
So,
from the people that didn't encounter it, it was just that time she had a nervous breakdown on Halloween that one time.
Yeah.
Apparently, the ending was altered because, or the original ending was when Noah came in laughing, she screamed. And the
Oh gosh.
apparently that was too much. And the parental group that watched it to like screen it before it aired were like, that's really, really intense. And everybody got scared.
Yeah.
So
Too
they
scary.
changed it. It was too scary for the parent group to rate it for kids. They're like, this is a bit much. So they changed it to have Noah be like, I gotcha.
That must have been really hard to find like the perfect balance between scary for kids and scary for like adults.
Yeah.
That's a
I
hard
think,
thing.
again, I think Are You Afraid of the Dark did it best. What
They
made
did.
Are You Afraid of the Dark work, like, other than the fact that the kids were actually, well, I mean, it's because the kids were actually in danger in Are You Afraid of the Dark. At no point
Yeah.
do I feel like a Goosebumps kid is actually in that much danger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The stakes are heavier in Are You Afraid of the Dark, too.
Yeah. And like I do think that they were able to probably get away with having a more mature horror show just because a lot of the kids were they were teens.
Yeah.
Like some of them were like late teens, like 16.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh."
That and Are You Afraid of the Dark was on Snick, so it was prime time. So it was at night. It came on at like 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Mhm.
And Goosebumps aired Saturday morning.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
That's a really weird time, right? To have
Yeah.
your kids' horror show on a Saturday morning.
I mean,
I
that's the prime
guess.
time for toys and marketing.
Yeah,
So
for kids show
at least it
stuff.
used to be.
Yeah.
That's when
I get
I remember
the
that,
most
yeah.
merch into.
Yeah, I just guess
Yeah.
I just guess for like effect. It's weird because like Snick, clearly like late at night, and you have like the Are You
Yeah.
Afraid of the Dark intro opening. Like I feel like atmosphere wise, it's a good time to have it. But I guess for little kids,
That was
which
like peak
Goosebumps
time
was
because
catering to.
they used they used to air in a way that I could watch Goosebumps in the morning and then Are You Afraid of the Dark at night for
Snick
for a
was the
couple of
shit.
years.
It was so good.
Yeah. But I remember trying to get up every Saturday morning to, because for some reason they put Goosebumps as like, I think the second or first show every Saturday for Fox.
Yeah.
It started at like 6 or 7:30. And I remember getting up early enough that Fox Kids hadn't started to try to watch Goosebumps. And I would totally be out of it, not really awake, not really understanding what I was watching every single time I watched Goosebumps.
I would do that, but for Pokemon, and it would be not Fox. It would be WB.
Kids WB.
Yeah, Kids WB. Man, I was really addicted to that channel.
This changed the game. Like there was all sorts of children's horror stuff. Like there was Tales from the Crypt Keeper, there was the Beetlejuice cartoon. 90s kids had great children's horror.
Yeah, it was really good.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's probably why I'm like this, to be honest. Okay, so are we ready for ratings?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so the way we rate our show is based off whether or not we would rent it again, whether or not it's a one and done, like a glad we watched it, don't want to watch it again, if we recommend it, or if we would rather not watch it again. Fuck this movie. This sucked. It was terrible. Who would like to go first?
I'll go first.
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, I clearly love this. I clearly love this episode. I mean, I don't know if I should be calling it a movie or an episode. Whatever. Fuck it. I
Yeah.
love this. I loved the book. I loved this. I feel like this is really the only Goosebumps episode that I really took seriously, and it's probably because it was so good,
The only
like,
one that the
consistent.
show took seriously.
Yeah, and because it was very reminiscent of like Are You Afraid of the Dark? I feel like this episode, if you had put it in the middle of Are You Afraid of the Dark's run, I feel like it would have fit like perfectly. But I'm not
Yeah.
here to talk about Are You Afraid of the Dark. But
Yeah.
yeah, like this, it just works like so well. It's so iconic. And I feel like I know that with Goosebumps, a lot of people kind of like associate like Slappy with it. And I feel like in my case anyway, that's not what Goosebumps is. Goosebumps for me is this episode. It's that mask. It's Carly Beth.
Me
Um,
too.
Yeah. Yeah.
100%.
yeah, because I mean, I like Slappy. I find him entertaining, but as far as like what I think about and what first comes to mind when I think of Goosebumps, it is this episode and it's that mask. But
Yeah.
I do think, I mean, I can't speak for the rest of the Goosebumps episodes because like I feel like like I knew that I watched the show. I couldn't really tell you much about like performance wise, but in this one, the performance is like top tier, and a lot of it really falls on Catherine Long's shoulders, just because like I
Yeah.
really feel like they hit it out of the park when they cast her for this. Um, but yeah, she like really gives it her all. I feel like she's like a really really famous character in like Goosebumps like lore for me. Just because
Mm-hmm.
like
I
I feel like you can tell how hard she worked.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm
Yeah.
always surprised that she's not regarded as more of a more important character as far as Goosebumps lore stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, like reading the other Goosebumps series, they bring back older characters. I always think of Carly Beth as a main one, but I guess in the
Hmm.
book, she's not that important. But it's just because for the show, she was so good.
Yeah. Yeah, the performance she like gives like really gives Carly Beth's like literary character a lot of life. Just because in the book like she's
Just a generic
she's not very
10-year-old.
deep. She is just kind of like a scared kid, and I don't want to call her one-dimensional just because like I mean, sorry, the book is from her perspective. She, she doesn't have as much character and as much life as she did in the movie when Catherine Long was playing her. But yeah,
Yeah,
I
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
it's difficult for me to say if the movie would have been as good as it was without her. I feel like it wouldn't have been. I feel like
That's
she
what I was
really
kind of
sells the
getting at.
character.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah. Like
Yeah,
I
because
doubt
she
that this would have been as good as it was if they had not cast her for this role.
100%
Mm-hmm.
agree. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I've
yeah.
seen that same kind of angst type character in other kids shows. And
Hmm.
it boils down to the acting. She's sold it like really hardcore. You
Yeah,
genuinely feel like she's losing her crap, which is hard for child actors, especially in the 90s, to actually pull off.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true.
I think I read that she was actually like nominated for a Gemini Award, and I think the Gemini Awards are like the Canada's equivalent of the Emmys.
I heard that too. I know that she,
Yeah.
uh, like, they got a outstanding young actors award because of her performance in
Oh,
this. I
that's
don't
Yeah.
remember
cool.
what thing it was, but I'm glad she actually won awards because she is so good in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
much.
and that's like not yeah, and it's not to say that any of the other like child actors in this episode were necessarily bad. It's just she was the only one given a lot more substance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
that's
but it's
true for. I mean, obviously, there are other actors throughout the Goosebumps series that went on to be really big, famous actors, but this is like a really good acting job, if that makes sense.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
she had a character that could be intense and really show that she can act well, very, very
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. But like yeah, also like even aside really from the acting too, like I feel like this movie does a much better job than the other like Goosebump counterparts at like actually portraying what it is to be an anxious teen or to like to be isolated or to be bullied. Like I feel like none of the other Goosebumps episodes really dove that deep into like the psyche of how children work. Like at least
yeah,
very much not in the same way that Are You Afraid of the Dark did. But
yeah,
yeah, it was
for
just
sure.
yeah, yeah. But it was just like it
There's,
felt like it was taking itself seriously.
Yeah.
yeah, there's not too much
Yeah.
thinking in Goosebumps
No.
versus
No, it's
Are You Afraid of the Dark? And certainly this episode is the exception.
no. No. Yeah. Oh, also like the mask. I feel like all of the masks were great. It's just the actual haunted mask was the fucking shit. It was super
All
cool.
of them were really, really memorable for sure.
Oh yeah, like the nostalgia factor of it all. Like This episode really warms my heart. It just reminds me of being a kid. It reminds me of the
Mm-hmm.
book series, and it reminds me of just like all like the child horror that I like consumed as a kid. It's just really fun. Not in the same way that Are You Afraid of the Dark does. That
Yeah.
show
Yeah.
has my heart, and I'm sorry that I'm comparing it, but it just like gives me that warm fuzzy feeling of like
I
being
mean,
scared as a kid and having that
there is
Yeah.
an Are
idea,
You
you
Afraid
know?
of the Dark movie we can cover,
What,
but I
Silver
don't want to
Sight or
watch
Cutter's
Tale for
Treasure?
the Silver Sight.
I don't.
I d-
I've seen both of them, and Silver Sight is better than Cutter's Treasure, but it's still not as good.
yeah, but
It's
Silver
very
Sight is
meta.
considered the movie. Like it was considered the TV movie,
Yeah, and that
like
makes sense
how
because
Haunted
it's super
Mask
meta.
was.
Like it brings back some of the well, it brings back Gary.
Yeah,
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 I'm gonna have to do that.
yeah.
We don't have to do Silver Sight, but yeah. As far as like, it's like yeses all around. Like yes, I loved this. Yes, I would recommend it, and I would absolutely rent it again. This has great
Yeah.
rewatchability. I feel like.
Yeah.
Yes,
Totally.
for
Yeah.
sure. Okay, want to go next, Amby?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go next. So I will say, I feel like I've always been a bit of a scaredy cat growing up, like with scary stuff. So I think it's kind of fun watching all these old school horror stuff that I more than likely didn't get to see, but with this one I did get to see it, and I remember enjoying it. And Halloween has always been like a favorite holiday for me, and having my dad like dress up in spooky mask and stuff, I was like, oh man, now I'm kind of scared to wear these masks because of this. It just I think it's overall a really fun movie to watch. It just kind of captures like a uh I guess like curiosity of wanting to like be a different person and like being a kid and trying to be better because of peer pressure, I guess. But just I think it does a really good job of being spooky, but yet kind of fun. And I love watching it. I feel like I could watch it over and over, and it has a lot of memories, not just for me, but for a lot of people. Like Goosebumps, you remember going to like a scholastic book fairs or just renting out a book and just
I
reading
totally
like
forgot about those.
Goosebumps.
Those were so much fun.
But the books, I will say, it was a lot of fun reading them, but I was also kind of scared to read most of them because I was dumb. I was dumb and scared of a lot of stuff, but I did read the hamster one and the haunted mask one and I think the slappy one. There's like three, and I remember being pretty scared of the haunted mask one, but I also enjoyed it. I wasn't like terrified, but I was just like, okay, yeah, this is definitely I'm a little scared of putting on mask now. What if they stick to my face? But I will say I definitely recommend checking it out, and I definitely would watch again. Uh yeah, I would rent over and over. But yeah, what do you think, Hinge?
Well, I mean, obviously, I said earlier this is like one of my top 5 like favorite children's horror movies, but yeah, for everything you guys have already said, the nostalgia, everything. This is like one of those ones that kind of shaped me as a little kid into somebody who not only just loves horror movies and stuff in general, but I just really love nostalgia horror. And this is the one specifically that made me really like go into it. Because I was what made me think of this show in general was watching this movie again for the first time in years. Because
Yeah.
granted, there's all sorts of horror shows. Ours is specifically a nostalgia podcast, and it came about because I watched this again a lot like a while ago when we started the podcast. We've been saving this episode for a special occasion. That's how much I love this. Like, I mean, we're saving the haunted mask, I mean.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, obviously I'd recommend it. Obviously I'd rent it again, but this all the right check marks for this movie. It's a good story, very well acted, decent effects, everything across the board. Would highly recommend. We're talking about the nostalgia of it all. I remember receiving this as a VHS for my birthday when I was like elementary school. It must have been first, second grade. And you mentioned the Scholastic book fairs, and I remember I didn't actually have to get them. My sister collected the Goosebumps books, so I read her
Oh.
entire set. But I remember going to those book fairs and just buying merch. I had all sorts of Goosebumps merch.
They
And it
had
was
a
funny
lot of
because it
merch.
was they had a lot of they had Goosebumps pencils, like they had Goosebumps
Mm-hmm.
scratch and sniff stickers. Like I had most
Scratch and
of
snip.
it.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, Goosebumps is the reason why our color scheme for our podcast is purple and green.
Mm.
I mean, obviously, but
Lore. Well, purple and
real
green is just
weird.
90s colors. Barney?
I was gonna say weird coincidence that so many things in the '90s had slime-based marketing, like
I don't think it's
Nickelodeon, Cartoon
weird.
Network. No,
It
I
feels
wonder.
intentional.
Yeah, I wonder what it was about the aesthetic of like slime that
I don't
they
It
know.
thought
was
catered to
gross. It
kids.
was crazy. It was out of this world. I don't know.
Yeah.
This one is my favorite, hands down, for all the reasons we already said. It's the only Goosebumps one that treats horror seriously. And
Yeah.
I always mention I'm a huge fan of children's horror. In fact, I want to make a playlist of like the top 10 children's horror movies. And by that I mean horror movies where they treat children as real people. Because a lot of times with children's horror, they do the thing that Goosebumps does, where they try to make the horror scary, but actually not dangerous for the kids. And
Yeah.
I think that's the problem with a lot of children's horror. The best ones are the ones where they absolutely are in danger, but it's still about children. Like Monster Squad is a good example of a well done children's horror, or The Gate, for example, or Silver Bullet. Those movies are great children's horror movies because they treat the horror seriously. And that's what makes either a children's horror or a horror comedy or an action horror, that's what makes those actually good, is that the horror itself has to be serious for the movie to work. And Goosebumps is or Haunted Mask is one of the only Goosebumps episodes where the horror is treated with as much respect as a normal horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what sets Are You Afraid of the Dark apart from Goosebumps, is that the horror is treated as horror, even if the subject is intended for children. Hands down, highly recommend. Will always recommend. The Haunted Mask is one of my favorite movies.
Yep. I agree. I guess that was the show, huh?
Yeah.
That's a wrap.
That was our show, our first video show. I'm not sure
Yay.
how
There's scuff. It's okay. It's
Yes.
normal. VTuber and scuff. It just happens. It's fine.
Scuff is a technical term for VTubing technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties. Yep.
So that was our show. If you like what you see, I could say that now because we actually have a visual this time. If you like what you see, or if you like what you hear, or hear, because I am still going to upload the audio. But if you like what you hear and see, come check us out on our social medias. We have our Blue Sky, we have our Twitter, we have an Instagram, which I keep meaning to post stuff, which we will now that we have visual aids.
Yeah,
visual aids.
You better.
Yeah. And our YouTube channel will have content because we're going to be releasing this simultaneously. Simultaneously? At the same time. So, it would really help. Give us a rating wherever you catch your podcast, whether you hear it or see it.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe. I could say that now. If you like our show, like, comment, subscribe, or give us a rating wherever you catch your podcast, and return next time. And remember, there are no late fees when you check out movies with the Video Store Phantoms. Bye!
Yay! Bye!